7 Palestinians are dead and nearly 500 injured in fighting at the Gaza border after thousands of Palestinian protesters started throwing stones at Israeli troops. And the scene went from bad to worse fast. Connor Powell is live in Jerusalem. Connor?
Yes, Sandra, thousands of Palestinians gathering at 5 different locations along the border fence between Gaza and Israel today. This is part of weeks of planned protests and events along the Israeli security border that Palestinian leaders have been calling for to mark both the 70th anniversary of the founding of the State of Israel on May 15th and also to protest the blockade, the Israeli blockade around Gaza as well. This was originally called for to be peaceful demonstrations here, but they quickly did to turn into violent protests with Palestinians throwing rocks and burning tires. We understand that at least 10 Palestinian people were killed today and more than 500 were wounded. The Israelis said from the very beginning that any protests, and even armed protesters, will be met by force. They were trying to stamp this out from the very beginning, not wanting to see anything. The Palestinians also talked about storming the fence. That's something that they say they will do on May 15th. That is the 70th anniversary of the founding of the State of Israel, a day that Palestinians call the Nakba, the catastrophe in England, or in English. This is a tense situation going forward for the next few weeks or so. Obviously, Sandra, the relationship between the Palestinians and the Israelis in light of President Trump's decision to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel is at an all-time low right now. And here in Gaza, they suffer from a much different situation they do in the West Bank. The situation in Gaza after the 2014 war continues to be a very serious humanitarian problem. Sandra.
Connor Powell, thank you for the update.